What is your feeling about the way in which some of the boards of public companies have gone, particularly from what emerged during the Voice referendum, when you had the directors of a number of leading corporations throwing shareholders' money into the yes case? None of them did it in relation to the no case, but they threw money into the yes case, and for example, in relation to Qantas, included advertising on their aeroplanes. What do you think of that? What's going on?
Well, in previous times, I'd sat on boards on the London Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange, the Toronto Stock Exchange, and the Australian Stock Exchange. And if I were on a board of a public company and that concept was raised, I would have kicked up an enormous fuss. And if nothing would have happened, I would have resigned and made it very, very public. These boards are an absolute disgrace. I now sit in the boards of private companies, and if you raise such a concept in a private company, you would be garroted. You wouldn't survive. So these boards are representing woke insurance funds, woke super funds. These boards are playing with other people's money. They are wasting other people's money. The only reason you invest in a private company is to get a return on your investment. You don't invest in a private company for any other reason. The only reason you invest in a public company where you've got liquidity and can sell your shares on the stock exchange is to make a profit. That is the only reason. You don't do it to advertise your social ideology. If you want to do that, make a donation to Greenpeace or whatever organisation you want to waste your money with. So I think it's a total abrogation of responsibility. But who really should we be pointing the finger at? It's the Australian Stock Exchange. They should be jumping on these companies saying, no, you cannot do this. ASIC should be jumping on these companies saying, no, that's not your role. And those two organisations have dropped the ball, in my view. So I think it's absolutely deplorable that public companies waste money on such issues.